Now, if you read the question properly, you will see that the question is find the least positive value. What does mean least positive value mean? There is no particular value. That means you will get a set of values of k. Okay, you will get a set of values of k from which you will have to choose the minimum value of which minimum value of k will be there, so that this equation will have real root. For example, if you have, suppose if you get the value of k as k greater than -1. Okay, so k greater than or equal to -1. Suppose you are getting this kind of value. So what should be the least value of k? The least value of k here is -1, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Well, let's say k greater than 1, not -1. Let's say k greater than 1. If you're getting, that means the least value of k must be 1. And whatever value of k that you get, 2, 3, or 1.5, or 2.5, or 2.7, that will all be greater than 1. So the least value of k that you are getting is 1. Okay. So what are you getting here? You are actually getting a set of values of k, isn't it? You're getting many values of k. K greater than or equal to 1 means you can have many values of k. But what is the least value? Least value is 1. Okay. So that is what the question means here. Now, before discussing this problem, we'll discuss a certain rule here. Okay. This rule is very important. The rule here is that if, let me call it A, if you have an inequality like this, x minus A into x minus B is less than or equal to 0. You can simply be less than 0 also. Okay, if x minus A into x minus B is less than or equal to 0, where you know that A is less than B, then you can write, then you can say in fact that x lies between A and B. Inclusive of A and B. Okay, that is, you can write it as A first because A is lesser than B, less than or equal to x, less than or equal to B. This mathematically, this means that x lies between A and B inclusive of A and B. Okay, that is, x cannot be x will always lie between A and B. Let us take an example. How we are getting this, so I'll not get into that because that is you won't require. Suppose if I have x minus 3 into x minus 4, let's say x plus 4 is less than or equal to 0. Suppose you have this, then how can you use the above? What can you say about x? What value that x lie between? See that you can write this as, you try to write this as x minus b into x minus a into x minus b form. Okay, so x minus a you already have, and x minus b, x plus 4 you can write as x minus minus 4, less than or equal to 0. So what you see here is, what is the value of a and b that you are getting? A here is -4, b here is +3, because we are taking a less than b, right? So here a is -4 and b is +3. So what can you say about x? Therefore you can say that x must lie between -4 and +3. Is that absolutely clear to everyone? Or anyone who could not understand? So x minus a
Sir,
into
I
x,
have one problem.
what? Tell me.
Sir, sir, over there it is written x minus 3, sir. How it became plus 3?
Because see this form, x minus 3 into x minus of -4.
Oh, yes, sir. Now understood.
Okay, so that is what form we are trying to write in. Okay, so now we are getting here a is equal to -4, b is equal to 3. So you can write x must lie between -4 and +3 inclusive of -4 and 3. Okay. Next one is, What will happen when the inequality sign reverses? Then what will happen? Suppose if you are given, if x minus a into x minus b, x minus a into x minus b is suppose greater than or equal to 0. Okay. In such a case, where obviously again say a is less than b, then what can you say about x? Then x does not lie between a and b. X does not lie between a and b, inclusive of a and b. Okay. X does not lie between a and b, inclusive of a and b. Okay. That is mathematically, what do you write this as? You write this as, since a is less than b, so you write this as x less than a and x must be greater than b. Example, let x, let's take the earlier example only, x minus 3 into x plus 4 be greater than or equal to 0. Then again you can write this as x minus of minus 4 into x plus 4 is greater than or equal to 0. Sorry, x, this is x plus minus 3 is greater than or equal to 0. That means a here is minus 4 and b here is 3. Therefore, what can we say? We can say that x is less than minus 4 and b x is greater than 3 or equal to. You give the equality also because here you have an equality. So x less than or equal to minus 4 and x is greater than or equal to 3. That is what it means. Now, can you check it on the number line? What happens on the number line? Suppose this is your minus 4 and this is your 3. So if you see, x must lie between these two. Okay. X can take any value between minus 4 and plus 3. But here what happens? In the second case, when the greater than or equal to sign is there, when the greater than or equal to sign is there, what happens is that x cannot lie between these two. That is, x can take any value which is less than minus 4 and it can take any value that is greater than 3. Is this clear to everyone? These two rules. Okay. So if it is clear, then we can proceed to the problem. So I'll just read the problem here. Find the least positive value of k for which this equation has real roots. So now let us write the given quadratic equation first. What is the given quadratic equation here? Let us write it first. The given quadratic equation is x square plus kx plus 4 equal to 0. Now see, if you remember, what was the condition for real roots? I don't have the condition written here, and we have erased this page. I just wanted to recall then that ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. I told you in the beginning only, will have real roots if the discriminant d is greater than or equal to 0. If you remember, this was the condition that I gave you. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So we are going to use this
So
condition.
rule number 1 it was.
Okay. So yes. So we are going to use this condition. Okay. So first, let's find out the discriminant. So here, what is D? D here is, this is your B. Okay. So let's write B square minus 4 into A. A here is 1 and C here is plus 4. So this is your discriminant. So this is, you get K square minus 16, which can be written as K square minus 4 square, which can now be factorized as K plus 4 into K minus 4. Okay. Now we say, since the roots are real, since the roots of the equation are real, therefore discriminant D must be greater than or equal to 0. That means
Real.
K plus 4. What is the value of discriminant we have found out? K plus 4 into K minus 4. Right? Now we shall write it in the form that we just discussed. What was the form that we discussed? X minus A into X minus B. So K minus 4 is here and you have K plus 4. So what you do is you write K plus 4 as K minus of minus 4. So this is your X minus A form. What is your X minus B form? K minus 4. Greater than or equal to 0. So which one is A and which one is B? A has to be less than B. So this one is A and this one is B, isn't it? So this is X minus A into X minus B. And what is the inequality sign here? Greater than or equal to 0. So we'll apply the second rule. So therefore, K must be less than or equal to minus 4 and K must be greater than or equal to 4, right? So if you have on the number line, what are the values of K? So you have 0, you have a minus 4 here, and say you have a plus 4 here. Okay, and what are the values of K? K can be less than minus 4 and K can be more than plus 4. Okay, but it will not lie between minus 4 and plus 4, inclusive of minus 4 and plus 4. Okay, so that is what it means. So in such a case, what should be the least value of K? The question here is C. Question is find the least positive value of K. So least positive, there are two conditions, not only least, but least positive value. So if you see which, for what values of which inequality will give you positive values of K, this inequality will give you positive values of K. So K greater than or equal to 4 gives positive values of K only. So therefore, what is the least positive value of K? What should be the least positive value? If K greater than or equal to 4, what should be the least value of K? Yes, anyone? I just explained to you. K greater than or equal to 4. That means K starts from 4 and above, right? So what should be the least value? Least value should be 4. So least value should be 4. And that is your answer. Yes, all understood?
Oh, yes, sir.
So that is the last question that I was supposed to discuss from this exercise. Okay. Now